Sometimes a few small words can make a big difference in the level of your English. So today we're going to look at two such words, and they are some and any. So what do these two words mean anyway? What does some mean? Some just refers to an amount or number of something. And any refers to a part of something. Could be a little bit, could be a lot, could be somewhere in between. Okay? But let's understand how to use these words because they're often confused. Let's begin now. So let's start by jumping right in. Instead of my explaining it to you, I want you to see how the words are used so that you will understand yourself very easily. The first sentence is, I have some ideas. The next sentence is, I don't have any ideas. So what do you think is happening in these sentences? On this board, we're just going to look at how some and any are used in sentences. Not in questions, we'll look at that afterwards. So what happened here? The first sentence is a positive or affirmative sentence. And the second one, I don't have, is a negative sentence, right? So that's it. In a positive sentence, like I have some ideas, we use the word some, okay? Some ideas, some information, some money, some food, doesn't matter what. But in a negative sentence, we say, I don't have any ideas. So when it comes to sentences, if it's a positive or affirmative sentence, use some. And if it's a negative sentence, use any. That's the basic rule, and that's all when it comes to the sentences, all right? So with some, we use some in the positive and any with the negative. That's it. So let's see if you can apply that rule right away. Number one, are you ready? She doesn't have blank time. What do we say? Some or any? Think about it. Is it a positive sentence? Is it a negative sentence? Looks to me like a negative sentence, right? So what do we say? For the negative, we have to use any. She doesn't have any time, right? Because it's negative. She doesn't have any time. Good. Number two, he needs blank help. What do we say? Think about it. Is it an affirmative sentence, a negative sentence? This is an affirmative or positive sentence. So we say he needs, right? He needs some help. That's it. Are you getting it? Good. Number three, we're meeting blank friends for lunch. Positive or negative? Which one? It's positive. So we need to say we're meeting some friends for lunch. Okay, good. If you need a little more time, feel free, just pause the video, go through it, get your answers, and then join me. Or let's continue. Number four, there aren't blank malls nearby. Malls are like shopping centers, big shopping centers, right? There aren't blank malls nearby. Positive or negative? It's negative, so we have to say there aren't any malls nearby. That's it. You've got it. It's really that simple for the sentences, okay? And next, I'd like blank soup, please. What do we say? I'd like some soup, please. All right? So that's for sentences. And next, we're going to look at what happens when we have questions. So before we begin to look at how to use some and any in questions, let me just mention to you that I do have an entire online course where we look at exactly these kinds of errors these kind of small corrections that you can make to improve your English. If you're interested, I have over like 160 different corrections that you can make in this course that have to do with grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and all kinds of other areas. So I'll give you a link to that. If you're interested, please have a look after this lesson. Okay, so let's begin. Before, on the other board, we looked at sentences. And we said if it's a positive sentence, then we use some. And if it's a negative sentence, we use any. But now we're looking at questions. It's a little bit different, so let's understand what it is. Let's start up here. If we're asking basic questions where we're just asking for regular information about something, then it works like this. Do you have any luggage? Or, did you buy any bread? So what did you see there? What did we use? We just used any, right? Do you have any luggage? Do you have any suitcases? Remember, whether you're using a non-count noun or you're using a countable noun like suitcases, it's the same word here. Do you have any suitcases to check in, ma'am? Do you have any luggage? Or did you buy any bread? These are regular questions where we're just asking for information. So if it's a regular question where you're asking for information, just use any. All right? But there are a few extra little points there about questions. So let's look at these questions. Would you like some tea? Or could you lend me some money? So these are questions like the other ones, but what's different? Why are we using some? Because it's like this. If you're making an offer, okay, you're offering something to someone. Would you like some tea? Would you like some cake? Would you like some ice cream? Okay, sorry if I'm giving you all examples about dessert here and things to eat and drink, but anyway. Then, if you're doing that, if you're offering something to someone, then we usually use some. And often we expect a kind of a positive answer or something, but not always. But it's just a more polite way. So here we're talking about areas where you're trying to be a little bit more polite. It's not just regular information, but you're offering something to someone. Next, could you lend me some money? So here, if you're asking for something, also we generally use some. Again, think of it more in the area of trying to be a little bit more polite, and also you're offering something to someone or you're asking for something. Okay? So in those areas, we also use some. Now, let's try it and see if you can apply it. All right, I'll help you. Number 1. Would you like blank dessert? What should we say? Some or any? Well, think about it for a second, right? What are we doing here? We're offering something. So if you're offering something, then you say, would you like some dessert? That's it. Number 2, do you speak blank other languages? What kind of question is that? It's kind of a basic, regular question where we're asking for information, right? So here we would say, do you speak any other languages? And in case I didn't mention it before, most of the questions that we ask, we'll probably end up using any. And only in these particular cases do we use some. All right? Next, number 3. Could I have blank cream in my coffee? So here, what are we doing? We're asking for something, so we should say some. Okay? Could I have some cream in my coffee? Good. Number 4. Do you have blank brothers or sisters? What kind of question is that? Okay? It's more of an information question. So therefore we have to say, do you have any? Do you have any brothers or sisters? Okay, that's it. And the last one, number 5, did they have blank questions? Again, It's really an information question, isn't it? Did they have any questions? So remember, most of the time, we will be using any with the questions, except for these two situations where you're offering something or you're asking for something. Now let's look at some other words that have the base some or any. You use these words every day, so let's make sure that you're using them correctly and confidently. All right, so here's how it goes. In positive sentences, we can use words like someone, somebody, something, somewhere. Okay? In negative sentences or in questions, we should be using anyone, anybody, anything, anywhere. Got it? You know these words. You use them every day, right? Someone, anyone, somebody, anybody, something, anything, somewhere, anywhere. So the question is, are you using them correctly? Let's make sure that you are, okay? So it's like that. It's just the way that it says. In the positive sentences, use the some expressions. And in the negative sentences or in questions, use these that start with any. Ready to try some? Let's do that. Number 1, I met blank at the party. So should we say someone, I met someone, or I met anyone? Which one is right? So what is this? Let's analyze it for a second. Is this a sentence? Yes. Is it a positive sentence or a negative sentence? It's a positive sentence. So, positive sentence, we're using some, right? So this is incorrect. The correct answer is someone. I met someone at the party. Okay, that's it. Usually when we say I met someone at the party, it means somebody special, possibly. Okay, that's another level of meaning. Okay, number 2. She told me blank interesting. So do we say something interesting or anything interesting? She told me something interesting. Why? Again, because, is this a question or a sentence? It's a sentence, right? So positive sentence. Oh, sorry, it's a sentence and it's a positive sentence, right? She told me something interesting. All right, something is on the positive sentence side. But also, right now you're understanding what the logic is. But as you practice it and apply those rules, it will come naturally. You won't have to think through that. Okay? Number 3. I'm not going blank tonight. Should we say somewhere or anywhere? I'm not going anywhere tonight. Why? Because this is a sentence, yes, and it's a negative sentence, okay? So we're using one of the words that starts with any. I'm not going anywhere tonight. That's it. I'm really tired. I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'm just going to rest. I'm just going to sleep. Okay, whatever. Number 4. No thanks. I don't need blank. Let's say you're in a restaurant and somebody asks you, would you like something else? And you say, no thanks, I don't need. Which one? Anything. I don't need anything. I'm fine. Thank you. Sometimes people say I'm good. And that's a slang for like, I'm fine. I don't need anything more. But basically, no thanks. I don't need anything. Now, of course, make sure that you know that these are like it's one word, right? Anything. All of these are one word. Something, anything, someone, anyone. It's one word, even though it might look a little awkward here. Okay? Number 5. Does blank have blank suggestions? Sometimes we have 2 of these words in the same context. All right? So first of all, think about it for a second. If you need some time, pause the video. Does what? Does blank. It's a question. It's a question. Clue, question. Okay, so it should be, does anyone have what? Any suggestions? That's it. Does anyone have any suggestions? Okay, that's it. All right. Congratulations if you stuck with me all the way through, because now you've really mastered this part about the some and any. If you're going to watch a video, watch it all the way through, because you don't want to just pick up a little bit. You want to get that subject down. You want to understand it and use it correctly from now on, so you don't have to think about it, and it comes more naturally because you've understood what's happening, right? And you can practice it after that. And if you'd like a little more practice, please go to our website at engvid.com, and there you can do a quiz on this. And you can also check out, of course, thousands of other lessons in whatever area you're interested in, beginner, intermediate, advanced, or whatever subject, business English, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, you name it. Okay? So most of all, enjoy yourself. Enjoy learning English, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye for now.